Guess somehow I just never learned.
Good morning, everybody. So today we are going to put some insulation upstairs. We're trying to clear this back area so that we can get to those windows. Coeur started the fire today and it's actually going really well. We are almost to 300 degrees. And I don't know what method she used. So there's that. But we got this going.
What is that?
Chicken stew.
Stew. So people want to know.
It's not the rooster. We had this one in the freezer, and Kelly from My Little Idaho Off-Grid. Is that all how it goes? I'll put a link down. You'll see a link. She sent us this cast iron Dutch oven. And so we're super excited to get to use it on the wood stove today. So we'll have some lunch or dinner ready. We're almost in the red. We're almost in the red. We got a big breeze going today, so we're not working outside. We have a lot of things that we needed to get done, but they're not going to get done because it's cold. So hopefully the heater comes up. Hopefully the wood stove heats up to like 500 degrees and warms us.
Let's check it out. Wow, look at that.
And I got my tea back here warming up. I may need a handle for this. I hope that works. I've never put a cup on one of these before, but I mean, it's a ceramic cup. It should totally work.
I hope it doesn't break your cup.
And I don't even have anything to. I could put it on this and set these on there and at least raise it up off.
Oh, what is that?
These are the cutoffs that we cut off
From
from
the
sliding glass
shipping
door.
container. Okay.
So I can make a little, so it's not directly on the heat. We'll just keep those. That's what they'll be. They'll be the little cup holders. You can expand them or shorten them the size of your thing. What is happening to your hair?
Look at this hair. That reminds me of Fraggle Rock.
She's a Fraggle Rock.
Oh, it's so funny that we both thought the same thing.
I'm pretty sure I'm more advanced than them.
No, you're not. Have you ever watched that show?
Yes!
No, they do all kinds of cool things. That's literally one of my favorite kids shows ever in the world. I think they should still make it.
Tia's dad showed it to us, and I was like, what are we watching? He goes, Fraggle Rock. Fraggle what? And we watch it, and I was like, okay, I'm hooked.
So, Kimmy found these, guys, and we have them in our pockets today. And what it does is you turn it on, and it's a little heater, little hot hands, and you can plug in and charge your phone.
And they are rechargeable.
And they're rechargeable. So she got a couple of these. They're on clearance now at Walmart, and I'll try to get some more because we each need like 2 of these to put in our pockets. Even just for the hot hands part, because then we're not throwing a bunch of stuff away and having only one use situations happening. So we're at 300 degrees. Whoa! That's so exciting. All right, let's shove these bags of insulation upstairs, get this done so we can be done for today, and then we can just enjoy our stew.
Let's get to work. Oh, Kira's got her hand up.
What?
I thought we were using the Pink Panther stuff upstairs. That's why we threw it upstairs, and the stuff is staying downstairs because you wanted to use that to insulate the stuff all around and down here.
Look at you, Mrs. Know-It-All. She's right.
I was just asking because I don't want to have to do the work getting up and then bring it back down.
And me going, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
That is a good point. Very good point.
So today we are doing the insulation, but if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe because this next week we're putting in more windows in the shipping container. We're going to get these suckers sealed up and siliconed around the outside and show you that whole stuff on what we're doing. So we got a ton of really fun things to do. And we're going to be showing our trip to Oklahoma to the Okie Homestead. So if you're in that area, make sure you go out there and you say hi to us. And that's on the 19th in Pryor, Oklahoma area. So I'll put a link in the description to their site. We are not speakers. We're just going to hang out and say hi to everybody because we have a lot of subscribers from that area. So if you're there, make sure you go. Make sure you come find us and say hello. Let's get busy.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, good.
It's gonna be so good. This is my way to cook. I like it. Kelly, you're amazing. Thank you so much for the cast iron Dutch oven. I've wanted one of these like this for a long time. Sweet lady. Have to never climb this when I'm super tired because I'm gonna whack my head on that. Okay, Kara, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull everything off of this wall, scooch it over here because that's gonna be the fastest, and then we'll put the insulation in, and then we'll shift things back over. It's kind of frustrating to have to do the shifting game, but unfortunately that's what we have to do. So I know it annoys you guys and I'm super sorry, but this is what we have to do. If we had the garage done, then everything could be in there. Most of this stuff is Kira's stuff. As soon as we get back from the Okie Homestead, we're going to be working on her cabin. So again, make sure you come back so you can watch that. We're going to fish it out, put a loft, get all of her stuff moved in there. And then we're going to come back to this build and finish this room.
Might want to bring up scissors.
Bring up scissors?
Yeah, because of how long they are.
Oh. These are, I think, 16-inch on center wide. And the itchy stuff. So we're using R19 up here just because heat rises. So this could become a sweltering hot place. And I don't want to give my room up to Kira. So we're going to use the R19 in here on the walls and the ceiling. So I don't even think we're going to do the thicker stuff on the ceiling. And this is a little bit skinnier. I'm assuming this is 16-inch on center. And we have 20-inch on center. So it's going to be a little bit harder to do because, one, these are super long. We're going to have to cut them in length. And then the width, we're probably going to have to cut 1 1/2 to fit 2 in that way. So we're going to see how it goes. I don't know. It would be much easier to bring the other stuff up and use the other stuff because it should fit perfectly, which would be much simpler. We might end up doing that if this becomes too difficult, and I don't really know where else we would use this. Darla and Randy gave us this. They had an extra, so I just would rather have the R19 up here. So let's give it a go. And I don't have my knee pads. Do we know where those went? You're probably going to want yours too, Kira, right?
I'm fighting every urge not to run away right now.
And not touch this?
Yeah,
Well, you don't have to touch it. You just be my runner then, okay?
I like that plan.
Okay.
And I'm trying not to cry.
I know. She doesn't like this insulation. It's really hard on her, so she doesn't like it. So we're just not going to have her put any of this up. I will do all of that work, and she'll just run and go get me things. Check the stove when you go down there. Hey. All right, so I don't even know how how long these should be. Let's stick a piece in. Let's start with this skinnier one. And bring a tape measure too, please. We will cut right here.
Kind of funny that you hate these ones And I love these ones. Because I thought you would have liked them because they help keep your knees drier and they're sturdier.
Well, I'm not worried about dryer, but they're hard and they hurt my knees. That's why I don't like those ones.
I like them because it's easy to
Because you can spin circles. We know. We've seen you.
I was going to say because I can slide around places faster on my knees.
So, 3 feet, 10 and a half inches. Okay, guys, I've decided I don't want to use this stuff. We're going to give it back to Darla and Randy. We're going to use the other stuff because of how I've done my framing. It's just going to be a lot easier. And let's just think about it being cool in the summertime. We are going to have to pull some of it off because it's really thick. It's made for 2x8s, not 2x6s. And it'll just fit in here better, and it doesn't itch when you use it. This stuff itches, and I'm already kind of feeling it. So that's what we're going to do.
Words are hard.
So that's what we're going to do now. Coeur's going to open them up downstairs and send them up to us, and then I'll just start putting them in. Ugh, they're so skinny when they're in, just freshly popped out of the bag. So these have gotten a little wet, but the one thing about this insulation is it's the type that can get wet and then it will dry and it'll be fine. Since we're not enclosing this into the wall really fast, I'm not concerned about that. So you see it, that's what that is. These got wet under the plastic that we had, the tarp that they were under outside, which I know is not ideal. And then we pulled them in. So these have been inside here, but they froze because it was so cold in here. Oh. Corner. Hold on, Kira. They peel really nicely when you kind of get them in their same little thing.
What was the R value of these?
R38.
R38.
So this is probably turning it into I would think probably R28, really. Once we come back and put in the electric and we're ready to add those lines, we'll pull these out, we'll put them back in, and then we'll staple it and do the plastic and then do our wall treatment. So you guys might notice that we don't have our bird blocking up yet, and there's obviously still airflow going through here. What we're going to end up doing is taking some 2x6s like this, and we'll cut the holes in them or put little blocks in and put our netting first, and then put these in there like that and just screw it down. So we'll still have the airflow to the roof so that there's no sweating. It's just We just haven't gotten to that yet. So we're just insulating this. And as you know, we do things at our own pace here. I wonder if he just saw something.
Yeah, I remember.
One of the coolest things I ever saw a rooster do at my friend's house, there were some hawks flying over and all the roosters started just screaming their head off and all the girls ran underneath the bushes to hide. And then when all the girls were away, the boys tucked in and hid from the hawks flying over. It was really cool.
It's amazing how Mother Nature works, how they know these things.
Yeah.
Just instinct.
I'm sure this is how everybody sweeps. Things you do when you live in a treehouse.
You sweep on your knees.
Sit down on your knees and sweep. Let's go downstairs and check on the chicken. Because I can smell it and it's amazing.
Ooh,
It's looking really good. We do need to add some water though. It's not,
fantastic.
probably because it's cooking really hot. It's at 600 degrees now. I just choked it a little bit so it should come back down to, I'd like it in between, I'd like it at 450, between 450 and 500. And that would be really nice. But this is exciting. It smells so good. One more look at our chicken. Nice.
So exciting.
He's cooking really fast, so it's got to have more water in there.
Especially if he's going to be stew.
This smell made me hungry.
When are you not hungry,
What's gonna
Kira?
say, girl, you got the metabolism of a cheetah.
Hey, speaking
And
of
I say that because I'm jealous. Okay, so Kira is looking at those other bags and they seem to be the ones that got the wettest. So we're going to go downstairs, open them up and lay them out and hopefully they can dry out a little bit so that we can actually put them in the walls because I'd like them to be a little bit dry before they go in the walls. It's pretty damp. It's not too bad. Actually, this one's not too bad. That's pretty wet.
Good work, young lady.
Thank you. So I do think we're going to call it a night. The rest of them are pretty wet. We're going to lay them out. We're going to keep the wood stove going. So hopefully things will dry out throughout, at least get started drying out before we finish putting up on this side and maybe a little bit more. It's really nice to just check off small things. And I know we're going to have to go back, pull these out to run the wires and stuff, but that gets this material out of the way. It gets us a little bit warmer inside here. So
helps these guys dry out a bit.
Helps them dry out a little bit, all of the above. But I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. If you want to see more of what's going on the farm, you can click over on Cause We Can Farm to Table. There'll be a link in the description below. And if you want to check out what my cameraman's doing, she started her own channel at Waking Up Country. Again, that link will be down in the description below. We really thank you for all of your support and love that you send our way, and grace that you give us for being builders that know absolutely nothing, but we're doing it anyway. We're having a lot of fun here at Cause We Can Farms, and we're doing it because we can. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good night. Aren't you going to say good night, Kara?
Bye. She's our ray of sunshine. Hey guys. So we're starting. No, I want to start that over. Ready?
Oh, I just realized something. I need to teach you the art of stirring.
Stirring what?
Fire.
I know how to stir fire. We don't have anything to stir fire with.
That's why she wanted to get one of those things. She's not going to stick her hand in with a little wonky stick.
She's like, here, take this stick that's already been half burned, and stick it into the fire that's now 300 degrees.
With your hand.
Yeah, with your hand. Now my eyebrows.
I thought you liked her.
My eyebrows may be blonde, which is why I have to draw them in, but at least I still have them.
I'd like you to know I do it all the time. I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, but you also have missing hair.
And you melt some of your clothes.
I do not feel like I should count. I was cold and tired.
It counts. It happened on accident the first time.